Hello friends, welcome to my channel. Today I am going to show you how to create and build data center by using VMware vCenter. Before installing the VMware Center, we need to consider about these four things: vCenter single sign-on, vSphere web client, vCenter inventory service, and vCenter server. So by using this demo, I am building a data center. So let's have an idea about my demo environment. In my demo environment, I have basically two Windows 2008 server. First one is my domain controller, where I have installed Active Directory Domain Service and DNS. And second one is my vCenter SRv01, that is going to install vCenter single sign-on, vSphere web client, vCenter inventory service, and vCenter server. So let's check the configuration of these servers. I have taken remote of both the servers by using remote desktop connection manager. So this is my domain controller, where I have installed Active Directory Domain Service and DNS. And the configuration of my server is Windows Server 2012 R2 Enterprise Edition. I have given 1 GB RAM to this server, and for the second server, vCenter SRv01, I have 5 GB dedicated RAM for this server, and the operating system is same, Windows Server 2008 R2 Enterprise Edition. I have just created, this is a fresh machine. I have only installed .NET Framework 3.51 by using add feature. So you can see I have taken the remote of both my EXI server that is running in VMware workstation by using vSphere client. This is my SRv01 EXI server 01, and this is my EXI server 02. My EXI host have a minimum configuration, like both are configured as a 3 GB of RAM, and EXI server 01 IP address is 192.168.1.254, and for the 02 it's 251. So now let's begin for the installation of vCenter. So I am just disconnecting by vSphere client, and I have already mounted the VMware 5.5 installation media in the DVD drive. I have just right click and install and run program from your media, and yes, I want to execute autorun.exe. And here you can verify vCenter vSphere 5.5, and I am just using the simple installation method for installing these all roles. So I want to install vCenter single sign-on, vSphere web client, vSphere inventory service, and vCenter server. So I am just clicking next. Now we are on the vCenter single sign-on setup page. So I am just clicking next, accept the license agreement, next, and here are some information about my server. The hostname is vCenter SRv01. Its machine joined to victorinfosol.com. DNS registration is successful, and add victorinfosol as a native Active Directory invented source. So click next. All looks good, and here I am putting my password for accessing the server. So I have set it password. Click next. I am just putting my site name as a site 1. Next, and this is the HTTPS port number, so looks good. Next, and install. It's configuring the SSO components. It's now going for the vSphere web client installation, and it's installing the VMware vSphere web client, and this is the basically SSL certificate. So we need to click yes. Registering with the vCenter single sign-on. Now in few seconds it's going to start the third tool, that is vCenter inventory service, and here is the screen for vCenter inventory service, and you can see it's started the installation by itself, and now it's registering the vCenter single sign-on by vCenter inventory service. vCenter inventory service is also done. Now it's moving for the vCenter server, and here the screen for the vCenter server installation, and it's installing the Microsoft Visual C++. Now it's asking for the license key. If you don't have the license key, you can click the next. As I am just giving you demo, so I don't have an installation key for the vCenter, so I am clicking the next button, and you can actually select the database if you have. Otherwise, I am just going to install Microsoft SQL Server 2008 Express Edition. It is basically supports only 5 hosts and 50 virtual machines only, so it's perfect for me. There was no problem, so we can click on next, and it's asking for the Windows local system account. I have logged in with the server admin account, so, and the full qualified name is vCenter srv01 victorinfosol.com, so no problems at all, and click next. These are the all ports that we need to consider when configuring the vCenter or accessing the vCenter services, so just click next. And for the inventory size what you have in your company, so I am just going with the minimum configuration, that is small, less than 1000 host and 100 host and 1000 virtual machine. The maximum memory is 1 GB, nearby 1 GB, it's 1024 MB, so click next. And ready to install the program, click next. Now it's asking for the certificate, so I need to click yes for the accept. Now the installation for the SQL Server is started by itself. It's extracting the file of SQL Server setup. Now it's starting the installation for SQL Server 2008 R2. Now you can see this is the main screen of installation for the SQL Server 2008 R2 setup and installing the SQL Server. So it will take few minutes depending on the speed of your server to get completed. Now you can see SQL Server installation is almost done. Now once the SQL Server installation done, vCenter server installation is started, and you can see the status bar. It will also take few minutes to get complete the installation for the vCenter server. So currently it's installing the directory services. Now it's creating the vCenter server repository. Now we can say, you see, it's starting the services. So the installation for the vCenter successfully completed. So click finish, and here is the message: installation of vCenter package contain VMware vCenter single sign-on, VMware vSphere web client, VMware vCenter inventory service, and VMware vCenter server manager completed successfully. So we can close these things and just we can verify from here. Here is lots of VMware components are installed successfully, and just like VMware web client and VMware uh, also we will use the same VMware vSphere client for accessing the vCenter. So just double click on and waiting for the vSphere client screen, and here the screen we can use the full qualified name of the server, like what I have full name of the server is vCenter. I'm just copying this and pasting here and trying to administrator my password. Let me and install the certificate. Ignore. Cannot complete login due to incorrect username and password. So for the login for the vCenter we need to do some configuration on the vCenter web client. So I am just restarting my server first and getting back. I'm just restarting my server for the like it's refreshed all services, and it's good to restart after installing the vCenter. So I am just restarting. Now the server is restarted successful, and now I am going to access the vCenter. By using the vSphere client. I'm just putting my full name of the my vSphere server, and I'm just checking the box use Windows session credential and login. You can see it's showing the error message, you do not have permission to log into this server. So it means my user account that is created on Active Directory server admin have no permission to access the vCenter server. So I am just going to provide the permission for my user account, and I am using the single sign-on web client. So I'm just typing the path https :/ my server name, colon, and the port number 99443, and the vSphere it's sphere client client, and hit enter, and it's showing me the security certificate issue. No problem, proceed anyway, and the following could not be found. Web client, what is showing? and here we are always run on the site, and I am just putting my administrator at the day vSphere dot local, and the password we have set at the time of installation, and just click login. It's authenticating and initializing, and now we are in. So we want to give the user account server admin privilege to access the vSphere. So I'm just clicking on vCenter, and I'm going to vCenter server, and here is one server vCenter SRV01. So I'm clicking close this. uh, this no problem. I'm just clicking on manage, and I'm going to permission. Here I want to add user account, so I am just clicking on plus sign button, and I am giving the administrator privilege and then add, and I am going to select my user account from Victor Infosol. So I am just clicking Victor Infosol and typing the first name and just click search, and here is my user account server admin. So I am clicking OK, and there was no group selected, so I need to select the, like, I just double click, so it's got selected in users, and click OK, and I am giving the administrative role and click OK, and then go to the home page, no problem, and I'm just minimizing this, and let's try once more. It's done loading main from and discovering the main from, and here we are in the vSphere vCenter. So it's 60 days for the free, and click OK, no problem, and I am just closing the getting start page. So we can verify actually step here. We need to create a data center, add host, add a virtual machine, complete setup. So here we are, and I'm just going to create one data center here, and I am just clicking the right button on the vCenter server and new data center. I'm just giving this name for the data center like India, and okay, and so we have created the data center actually, and now we need to add the host. So we have two hosts, and add I'm going to add these two hosts in data center that we have created, and with the India name, and I'm going to start resume my virtual machines. So I am going to add host by right clicking and click on add host, and here we can specify the host IP address. So I'm just putting my host IP address 192.168.1.251, and the username and password. And click next, and it's giving some security alerts, no problem, we click yes, and here we can see it's showing the virtual machine. We have a one virtual machine on that EXI host, so click next, and we don't have a license key, just click next, and lockdown mode, just leave it by default and just put in the virtual machine location India under the India, and ready to complete. Just click finished, and now we can see our EXI host is added, and here we can see the EXI host, and I'm going to add one more host here. So just click on add 192.168.1.252 and the ID, username and the password. So I'm clicking next, yes, and here's the virtual machine information. I have one virtual machine on that host, and on the license key we don't have a no license key. We need to select no license key and click next, and leave it default. Click next, and I'm going to put in India and just click on finish button. So here we can see host 01 is now up, and we can verify the settings here, and I have one virtual machine created on the host 01, that is this one, and the second host is also come online. So this is the basically creating a data center by using the vCenter and adding the host in vCenter. So thank you for watching. So please subscribe my channel for more videos. Also, if you have any query, any question and suggestion, please let me know on my mail IDs that is mentioned here. Thank you once again.